Attention, everyone. If you hold dual citizenship or you're planning to become a dual citizen, what I'm about to tell you could completely change your status in February 2026. The United States is making major changes to dual citizenship laws that could affect millions of people. And if you don't know about these changes, you could lose rights, face penalties, or miss critical deadlines. Stay with me because this is breaking news you cannot afford to miss. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to US Visa Info. I'm your host, and today we're covering one of the most significant immigration policy updates in recent years. The dual citizenship law changes coming in February 2026 are going to impact dual citizens, green card holders seeking citizenship, and anyone with ties to multiple countries. Whether you were born with dual citizenship, acquired it through marriage, or naturalized as a U.S. citizen while keeping your original nationality, these changes will affect you. So let's dive deep into everything you need to know to protect your status and your rights. What is dual citizenship? Let me start by explaining what dual citizenship actually means under current U.S. law. The United States recognizes dual citizenship, which means you can be a citizen of the U.S. and another country at the same time. Unlike some countries that require you to renounce your previous citizenship when you naturalize, the U.S. has generally taken a permissive approach. However, and this is crucial, the U.S. has always maintained that when you're on American soil, you're considered an American citizen first and foremost. You must use your U.S. passport to enter and exit the United States. You must pay U.S. taxes on your worldwide income, and you're subject to all U.S. laws, including potential military draft registration. What's changing in February 2026? February 2026 brings significant changes to how dual citizenship is recognized, reported, and managed. The first major change is the new dual citizenship registration requirement. Starting February 1st, all U.S. citizens who hold citizenship in another country will be required to register their dual citizenship status with the Department of Homeland Security through a new online portal. Previously, there was no formal requirement to notify the U.S. government that you held another citizenship unless you were applying for security clearances. Now it becomes mandatory for everyone. You'll need to provide information about which other countries you're a citizen of, your passport numbers from those countries, and whether you've served in foreign militaries. The registration deadline is 6 months from February 1st until August 1st, 2026. Failure to register could result in penalties, including fines up to $5,000 and complications with passport renewals, security clearances, and naturalization applications for family members. The government is creating this database for national security purposes to better track individuals with ties to multiple countries. Who is affected the most? The second critical change involves enhanced reporting requirements for dual citizens working in sensitive fields. If you're a dual citizen working for the federal government, in defense contracting, in intelligence agencies, in critical infrastructure, or in positions requiring security clearances, the requirements are getting stricter. In February 2026, you'll need to report not just your own dual citizenship, but also the foreign citizenship status of immediate family members. You'll need to disclose any financial accounts, property ownership, or business interests in your other country of citizenship, and report any contact with foreign government officials from your other country of citizenship. For many dual citizens in these fields, this could mean additional scrutiny during security clearance reviews or being moved to positions that don't require clearances. Some agencies may limit advancement opportunities for dual citizens in sensitive roles. If you work in these sectors, consult with your security officer or HR department immediately. New restrictions and requirements. The third major change affects dual citizens and their travel patterns. Starting February 2026, U.S. Customs and Border Protection will implement enhanced screening for dual citizens, particularly those traveling frequently between the U.S. and their other country of citizenship. The new system will flag dual citizens who spend extended periods, more than 6 months per year, outside the United States. While this doesn't change your citizenship status, it could trigger additional questioning at ports of entry and potentially impact future applications for bringing family members to the U.S. Immigration officers will have access to the dual citizenship registry and will be able to see your travel patterns across both passports. If you're a dual citizen who travels frequently, you should document your U.S. ties clearly, maintain a U.S. residence, file U.S. taxes properly, and be prepared to explain your travel patterns if questioned. Travel, passport, and legal impact. The fourth significant change involves tax reporting and compliance for dual citizens. The IRS has always required U.S. citizens to report worldwide income regardless of where they live, but enforcement is getting much more aggressive in 2026. The Treasury Department is implementing new information sharing agreements with dozens of countries, meaning foreign banks will automatically share information about accounts held by U.S. citizens with the IRS. If you're a dual citizen with financial accounts, investments, or property in your other country of citizenship, the U.S. government will increasingly have visibility into those assets. The Foreign Bank Account Report, known as FBIR, requirements aren't changing, but enforcement is ramping up. If you have more than $10,000 in foreign financial accounts at any time during the year, you must file an FBIR. Failure to file can result in penalties of $10,000 per violation per year, and in cases of willful violation, penalties can be 50% of the account balance or $100,000, whichever is greater. The new change in 2026 is that the Dual Citizenship Registry will be cross-referenced with FBAR filings and tax returns. If you've registered as a dual citizen but haven't been filing FBRs or reporting foreign income, expect to be flagged for audit. Consult with a tax professional who specializes in international taxation, review all your foreign accounts, ensure compliance, and if you've missed filings, consider IRS streamlined compliance procedures. Common mistakes to avoid. The fifth area of change is around dual citizenship and military service. Some countries require their citizens to perform military service, and if you're a dual citizen, you might be subject to those requirements even while living in the U.S. Starting February 2026, the State Department is implementing new policies regarding dual citizens and foreign military service. If you voluntarily serve in a foreign military, especially in a combat role or as an officer, you could face potential loss of U.S. citizenship. This isn't entirely new. The law has said that serving in a foreign military with the intent to relinquish U.S. citizenship could result in loss of citizenship. But proving intent was difficult. The new policy shifts the burden. If you serve in a foreign military, you'll be presumed to have intended to relinquish citizenship unless you can prove otherwise. There are exceptions for compulsory service and for service in allied nations' militaries in non-combat roles. But if you're considering military service in your other country, consult with an immigration attorney first. Dual citizens who have served in foreign militaries must disclose this in their registration. What you must do now. In summary, the February 2026 dual citizenship law changes bring mandatory registration requirements, enhanced reporting for sensitive positions, increased travel scrutiny, aggressive tax enforcement, and new policies on foreign military service obligations. These important changes reflect evolving national security priorities today. While dual citizenship remains legal and valuable, it comes with increased responsibilities. The key to navigating these changes is to stay informed, register on time, maintain documentation, comply with tax obligations, and seek professional help when needed. Thank you for watching U.S. Visa Info. This is critical information every dual citizen needs to know. Please like and share this video with friends who hold dual citizenship. Subscribe and turn on notifications for updates. Comment below if you're a dual citizen and your concerns. I'll address questions in future videos. We'll continue covering these changes with step-by-step guides for registration. Stay informed, stay compliant, protect your status. Thanks for watching.